Of you.
And how are you today?
I am doing well. It's been a fun weekend,
Oh,
and
great.
I didn't expect anything for my birthday, so it's kind of nice to have that. So thank you.
You're very welcome. It's so great.
Yes, yes, it is. So 2 birthdays, and both of us are Aries. So it's Dee. She's an Aries, and I'm an Aries.
Who? Oh, D's an Aries. That is correct.
Yeah, end of the month.
It's the end of the month. That's right.
Mm-hmm. So how are you doing?
Oh, we're doing very well. A wonderful weekend.
Morning.
Hello.
And there's Miss Leticia and Judy and Barbara and Sue and Mary Beth and Johan and Marcia.
Marcia.
Happy birthday, Jeannette.
Happy birthday, Jeannette.
Happy birthday, Jeannette.
Happy birthday. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Happy solar return.
So,
Uh,
so Jeannette, do you have a special question to ask the Bells for your birthday? How would you like to celebrate your birthday?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I didn't think about it. We weren't going to celebrate at all because once you get past, I don't know what, 60 or whatever,
Oh,
you
give me a
kind of
break.
All the more reason to celebrate.
Really?
that's
Good point.
true. I know. But you are a couple of years older than me, and you look so young. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Dee.
Oh, me? Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. You know, I swear to God, it's only because I'm sitting in front of this window. It's the light.
No.
No, it's not the light.
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jeannette. Happy birthday, Bells.
Thank
yes,
you.
happy birthday,
Happy
Bells.
birthday. Yes.
Happy birthday, Bells. Yes.
Today's 3 years.
Oh, is
Happy
it?
anniversary,
30
Jeannette.
years.
Jazz hands for the bells.
Yay.
Oh, that's true.
So maybe that's my question to the Bells. How has the Bells changed your life?
What a beautiful question, Jeannette.
Yeah.
And hello, Marcia. Nice to see you. And see everyone, of course. And Leticia.
Oh my goodness.
I've missed you also.
Missed you too.
Well, maybe
Big
I'll
finger.
answer the question first, since how the Bells have changed my life is getting to know everyone here. And it also changed my life because it got me out of bed at 11 o'clock every morning. So it changed my life by changing my schedule, literally changing my schedule because of my health situation, and taking all of these healing elixirs, it really affects us or affected me. So getting out of bed was not easy. And I think the combination of the pandemic when it started back in March of 2020, I'm lying around. And I did have morning chats with Melissa. So Melissa will come on Wednesday. But I don't know, it just kind of came to mind that I need to do something. And while I was lying in bed for the last several years, I would play on my iPhone and do social media. But somehow social media is fun and getting pictures and getting quotes, but it's not the same as being with you all.
Mm.
And also because of the pandemic, this is the next best thing of connecting to people. And
Mm.
I am so grateful of creating the bells 3 years ago. And the first couple days of the bells, uh, I'll tell you my list. I actually wrote a list of the people at the very beginning of the bells.
Mm.
At the very beginning of the bells was Dee, Adria, who hasn't been on the bells for quite a long time, Tammy, Lois, Mary Beth, Leticia, Elena, Lee, and Peggy. And unfortunately, Peggy and Elena, they both have flown with the angels.
Mm.
So I feel sad about that. Um, and um, and let's see, who else is oh, Rita Hubert came at the very beginning. This is like the first days. This is the first days of the bell. So
Mhm.
um anyway, but that's how it changed my life. It changed my life by, getting me up in the morning, but also
Mhm.
just to reconnect with people on a much more personal level rather than the social media. And I think the pandemic really said, okay, how can I? And also, I'm grateful to have Jochen here from Berlin. I have Judy from Long Island and Sue from Brooklyn, and Rita Mita from New Jersey, and Barbara from Virginia Beach, and you in Massachusetts, and Leticia, from Canada, and Marcia in the Upper West Side. But, look, we can all come gather together, and, it's so wonderful. That's what's changed my life.
That's lovely. Lovely.
Mhm.
Well, RD, I just want to jump in and add that, this all came about because of the plandemic, as I call it. But anyway, it's, a silver lining that came out of that time. I mean, to me, it's like people either went up or they went down. There was kind of no middle, and we decided to go up. And
Right.
that was with your guidance and and you showing up every day, and we are so grateful for that. So I think it changed. I can't even begin to explain how the bells have changed my life. I mean, it's like I get choked up because it's such a I was texting Heather yesterday and I was telling her my circle's getting smaller. And I only want to be with people like-minded who lift me up, or even if they're not like-minded, who aren't judgmental and are open to whatever, we have to say. And it's a safe space, and that there's so much to be said for that. So, it's really been great. And to meet all of you different people who I would have never met probably, who are absolutely wonderful and enrich my life in so many ways. And it's just, I could just go on and on and on. I'm just thrilled to be a part of it, and that it keeps going. I think we're going to evolve. I'm not quite sure. Maybe, become clearer today with the I Ching and with Melissa.
I'm just checking.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm so grateful. So thank you. Thank you and Melissa for coming up with this wonderful, wonderful idea.
Miss Sue, you have to unmute.
So first, I'd like to wish Jeanette a happy
Oh,
birthday.
yes.
Filled
Yes,
with,
sorry.
I'm doing it
Thank
for
you.
both of us, Tammy.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you.
You and I are like
I know.
of the same mind. So Jeanette, I wish you all happinesses and joys throughout this coming year and beyond. And my hope is that, you know, you continue to spend time with us as often as you can and want to. And I look forward to that. And I'm so pleased that you decided to become a part of this beautiful group of people who I have come to love more than anything. And RD, I want to congratulate you on keeping our shit together for the last 3 years. I know it really helped me. You know, it's been a unique experience. I think everyone would agree with that. And just to fill Jeannette in, at the time that RD was a teacher of mine many years ago, my very first feng shui teacher. And at the time of the beginning of the plague, I actually had sent out an email to a bunch of friends of mine, both my classmates from my feng shui study, other people who I know and respect who are also kind of woo-woo, and asking if anybody was interested in or could direct me to a daily guided meditation, because I was having some health issues at that particular moment. And I just felt that it would just take my little brain from, not my little brain, take my brain from talking to myself and just make me more interested and aware of other people instead. And of course, that really worked out. For me, this has been such an amazing experience in so many different ways. When I was a sales rep for Harcourt, we would meet twice or 3 times a year, depending. All the sales reps from all over the country and the international sales reps, we'd all get together at once. And I would find myself saying, you know, I'd never have met some of these people any other way. And what would I have missed if I had never gotten to meet them? And I feel that way about all of you and everyone who's not on today as well. I just, you know, we've really grown close over these last 3 years. We can confide in each other in a beautiful way and really make space for each other to be able to say whatever is on our minds. And I just think when you're a shut-in, like all of us have been, you know, there's something magical and beautiful about that you just can't even put to words. So I just want to say thank you for bringing us all together. You are the Tai Chi, RD and Heather, and you are there constantly turning, but also supporting all of us in the most beautiful way. And I'm very grateful to both of you and to everybody else. I just can't wait till we get to see each other in person.
Yeah.
Oh, and lastly, I'm busy cooking for Passover, so I may have to get off at a certain point, but I
okay.
won't say anything about it. I'll just disappear.
Okay. And just to let you know, Beth is going off to a dental appointment, so she's just walking around just to tap into our Bell's connection here. So, so how, Miss Barbara, you have to unmute. Oh, she's saying hello.
I was just waving to Ann and Beth, but well, as long as I'm here. Oh, yeah, happy birthday, happy Earth Day, happy solar return, Jeanette. And I wish you abundant blessings of all kinds in this next journey around the sun. I think you're a very, very beautiful person inside and out. You exude this beautiful, loving energy, and it's always just a pleasure when you're here. And even when you're not here, we can still feel your energy. I honor you, the beautiful soul being that you are, and I'm so glad that you continue to come. And
Thank you.
here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. I've always just been so amazed at how RD shows up every single day. And I've said this before, and I continue to be awed by this. Whether we're here or not, even if one person is here, or all of us are here, every single day, RD, you are here. You are here. And it just, so I show up as often as I can. When I can't, I can't. I took the day off from what I was doing to be here today because today is very, very special. You created this incredible, I don't know what to, capsule of unconditional love and support.
Right.
And it's just so, so beautiful. I wrote some things down. I'm not gonna go through all of it because it's a lot. From the very beginning up until this very moment, this experience nourishes my soul. I was not in a good place because of the pandemic. I was not in a good place. So when I got here, I was just so, so grateful. I look to the fun Fridays to dress up. At first dress up, I was Santa Claus.
That's right.
So I always look forward to the fun, but I always look forward to the readings, the inspirational readings, the cosmic readings. Your question, what are you grateful for? That is just very powerful for me during this journey. What am I grateful for? Because again, I was in a dark place, and that question always reminded me to be grateful for where I was, regardless of the fact that there were a lot of challenges. I was able to see beyond the darkness and realign myself to the light that is within me and allow that light to come forth so I could be a positive person sharing in this beautiful experience with the bells. I received so much, so much. The inspiration that I received from everyone, especially Sue, to pursue my art that I thought mine, and so I went for it, and I created a beautiful dolphin out of clay, and so I'm happy about that. That was a gift from the bells. So many gifts. My birthday, I think my first birthday, I was in tears. I was just in tears because so much love and support and inspiration, so much was being poured into me. I just broke down in tears. It was just so amazing. And I should have shared that the other day when Dee asked, your memorable birthdays. I should have talked about that because that was really, yeah, that was really something. So to move on, again, I think it was last year when I had an accident because of the accident. There is no longer a part of this business, and I didn't share that with anyone except my Bell's family, and my Bell's family took good care of me, such care of me that I was able to see beyond my emotional And so I'm so grateful for my Bells family for that, and so much that I've received. And I won't go on, otherwise I'll get emotional again. And so I won't go on. And then there was this box. My box was delivered of my favorite drizzle popcorn. When I got that, I just fell out laughing. And I don't know how you did it. Right? I don't know how you did. That is my favorite. And you didn't even know that. And you, so these wonderful synchronicities, all this cosmic stuff that goes with the bell, I think it's absolutely wonderful, miraculous. And I wouldn't be anyplace else. I wouldn't place else because individually, every single person brings their own unique love, kindness, wisdom, insight, joy, laughter to our family. I love each and every one of you for everything that you bring, and I'm so, so grateful I can be a part of this miracle of life, because that's what it's been for me. I had a hard time in the beginning with the flat screen and just being here. The screen doesn't matter. It means absolutely nothing. What matters is the love and energy and support that is here amongst all of us, amongst every single one of us. And I'm deeply, deeply grateful. Thank you all. Thank you, RD, for the cosmic angelic being that you are, that you've created this incredible family. I thank you very, very much. And I thank every single person that's here. Bell's family saved my life, and I will be eternally grateful. I love you all. I don't know how to do that.
It took me a while too to figure that one out. You got it. You got it.
Okay, I'll go for that. That works too. Thank you.
So who would like else to share? How did the bells change your life?
Oh.
Go ahead, Miss Mary Beth.
Well, it's Barbara said a lot of what I would have said. I mean, and as did other people. And Jeannette, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed, you've just been, as Barbara said, this soul of softness and love, even when you were just a voice. We could I always love to hear, because it just felt so inspirational and kind, and just I hope you have the best birthday and year and keep coming. So, and the sharing your story with us has just been really inspirational, and so I appreciate that so much.
Thank you.
And the bells for me has been, wow, I guess it's been life-saving. Barbara and I will work on a rendition of the DJs Saved My Life. It'll be the bells. I'll get it later, Barbara. And some things I preferred more than others. I wasn't so crazy about what are you grateful for today always, but I did. That was a joke. If I get a day job, I won't give it up, I promise. It did help me to reframe things, actually, how to look at things differently. So even if sometimes it was hard to come up with, and it was such a great, the continuity, the consistency and the continuity of connection with everybody for me has been life-changing, because I don't remember before the bells, since my surgery. When I had that, I didn't have it. You know, I was just kind of floating around here and there, and people were kind of falling off here and there. And so to have during the pandemic of all things, a place to come every day and meet new people and hear their stories. And it became like I got to, you know, you got to hear what was happening next. And it was just something to look forward to. And it was always consistent when other things weren't. And the birthdays, I mean, I can remember my birthdays crying. I mean, these were the best, most people who turned up for my birthday has been the bells. So, I mean, RD just been inspirational and so kind, and everybody's diverse background. And, you know, now you all are so great to bring to a cocktail party. Tomorrow from Germany, or, you know, people all over. And I got to see Dee. Sorry.
Yes.
And have dinner. I'm meeting a friend. Yeah, she lives here. I know her from, you know, I mean, and it's just been wonderful. It's just been, and to have such diversity and everybody's generosity, and it's been a lot. It's been really important for me. It's really nurtured me. So I appreciate it. And I wouldn't change it for anything. And you guys have been so tolerant through my kind of journey of ups and downs and discovering things that weren't so great and weathering that out. And the space that was provided was just incredible. So that's what it means to me. And I try to pass that on to people when I'm out in the world, because I know how important that is now. And I learned it, you know, it was reinforced here. So thank you.
Thank you, Mary Beth. So Mary Beth, you are like the lighthouse. Oops.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I just dropped my. I just wanted to show my lighthouse. So this is the lighthouse.
Oh, beautiful.
The bells
Oh,
of
nice.
the lighthouse.
Well, you are the lighthouse, RD,
Oh, we are the lighthouse.
metaphorically and otherwise.
That's right, exactly.
Gift from Tammy.
I'll put this away. Miss Rita.
Happy birthday, Jeanette. I want to wish you a magical birthday. I love your question, especially today, that it's the Bell's birthday. I agree with Mary Beth that I used to get annoyed when RD would ask, what are you grateful for? Especially at the beginning of the pandemic. And I would be like searching, looking out the window, trying to, you know, when there were days when I didn't feel grateful. But over time, what I've learned is to be more grateful in my life, how important it is. How important it is for my health, emotionally, physically, mentally. And what I really loved about the bells, RD especially, was just that you brought this presence, you know, and you were there, a constant, when so much was changing in the world around us, when we really didn't know what was going on. I'm not sure if we really do know what's going on 3 years later, but you're a constant presence where you just show up for us, and it means so much to us, to each and every one of us, to hold us. And even I remember the meditations in the beginning, I used to be fidgety. I was, you know, it's a different style of meditation than what I practice. But what it taught me was, again, this coming back to myself and just keep coming back. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you. I got to meet RD at the beginning, pre-pandemic, maybe a few months before. But then to meet all of you, I'm so grateful to meet each and every one of you.
Thank you, Rita.
RD, can I say something?
Please, it's your
Of course,
birthday.
It's your birthday. You can change the question.
I know. I want to say thank you to everyone here that you've made my birthday the best birthday ever. And thank you. Thank you. It's so wonderful. And I remember sending a text to RD after the first or second time that I was with the Bells. And I couldn't believe how great I felt, how it brought me up, because I was so not down, but so many things that has happened over the last 7 years. And I felt like the Bells were picking me up and making me feel better with all of it. And so I also have to say, Heather, you are amazing. I don't know if we give you enough credit and say enough to you how much, you two make the perfect pairing. And but you add so much also to all of this. So thank you for that. I really appreciate having you with us all. And so it's really been great. So I just want to say also happy birthday to the Bells, because I realize that on my birthday, it's your birthday. And so here you are. And it's kind of an anniversary, but you know what? It's a birthday, third birthday. So, and thank you, all of you, for being so kind, so generous. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Jeanette. And I just want to wish you a very happy birthday. And I just want you to know it's been such a pleasure to have you on the Bells. And even though you came in later, it feels like you just fit right in. And I was also inspired and moved of how open and vulnerable you became with us so quickly. And I just want to thank you for that, of you sharing some, tough times you've been going through, and your essay was incredible. And it's really been an honor and a pleasure to get to know you. And I'm wish you the happiest birthday and the best year ever. And I just think it's beautiful, the question that you asked today. It was very selflessness instead of selfish, and it wasn't about you, it was about all of us. And I just am grateful for your question and everybody's share. And I remember when RD wanted to do this, and I'm like, why are you doing this? And he's like, we have to bring humanity together. We have to look at what's going through. And he's like having to be there and help. We need to help these people, and people are, going crazy. And he was just so positive and so inspirational to want to start something to help others, and also very selfless of you to do this and start this. And
Yeah.
I would say the biggest way it changed my life is I have all of you in my living room every day. And in the beginning, I did not like that. I did not like having a schedule. I'm not a schedule person. I love going with the flow and the change of and what I feel like doing, and when I feel like getting up, and when I feel like getting dressed. And all of a sudden, I had a freaking group of people in my living room every morning at 11:30 every morning. And I was just like, I don't feel like getting dressed today, right? And so I started coming to the Bells not dressed, in my nightshirt, or not brush my hair, and I didn't care. And I felt comfortable with all of you to do that, and to not feel judged that I wasn't dressed up, or that I didn't brush my hair today, and I didn't care. I just put on my hat and let's move on. So that's how it really changed my life. The biggest was creating some sort of schedule, and having people in my living room. I finally talked RD into letting go of Sundays, and no offense, but I've really enjoyed a day off,
Sure.
RD has to be here every day because he wants to, because he started this, but you guys can come and go as you please, and you can take a day off and go do this and go do that. And I'm like, oh, I can't, I have to have you guys in my living, and after many months, it's now become a pleasure. And now it's become something I look forward to. And now it's become a community that I didn't think I wanted to be a part of. And it's become a support group and an inspiration. And so many of you with your shares have inspired me in so many ways, or given me ideas I never thought imaginable. And it's really also taught me about how everybody's brain works differently, and how and I didn't really realize it to what extent until the bells, and how we all play off of each other, or how we all think differently, but it's okay to think differently, and it's okay to have different ideas and different opinions, and there's not a right or a wrong. And it's also helped me, to understand how I think sometimes things get misinterpreted or construed in the wrong way. And it's because we say one thing, but we didn't mean it exactly like that, or we don't know a person as closely or intimately as in person. It's just we're in a little box for, 30 minutes, and you talk for a minute or two. So you don't really truly get to know the person. And sometimes, I don't know, there's just been things that have been said that I'm like, I didn't mean it that way, or I just said it because that's how I was feeling that day. That day I was having a bad day, and maybe I said something, but that's not how I feel in general. So it's really taught me also to be more careful of what I say, and to really, think about things a little more before I speak. And all of you have just been such an inspiration. I love each and every one of you. I now love being part of this community and this Bells, and I love how we're even evolving and becoming more intimate and more vulnerable. And Dee, you cracked me up on your birthday. The stuff you shared, I don't even know if I would have shared with the Bells. I mean, let it all loose, man. Let it all loose, and no care in the world. And I am just so blessed and grateful that you felt comfortable to share all those things, and that you didn't feel judged. Or that's another thing too. I feel like I can come however and say whatever, and I don't feel that judgment from this group. And maybe I am having a bad day and I say something, not so great, but I don't feel judged or feel bad about it, or I don't think about it later on. I just let go and move on. So, so much I'm grateful for, and so happy to be with all of you. And I really can't believe we are all together. I mean, in the core group, we've been together for 3 years, and it's just amazing that we've all really, everyone comes in and out. People miss weeks, but then they come back, and I just love that. I love how everyone pops back in to say hello. And so anyway, I'm so grateful, and thank you for your compliments, and thank you, Jeannette. I don't feel like I've done anything except show up when I feel like it now. I don't feel I have to be here every day. And if I don't like you in my living room, I'll just go in another room. So come a long way, and I'm really grateful for you to start this and to keep it going. And there's been times I'm like, oh, well, you want to stop the bells now? And he's like, well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll just go with the flow. And he's just, RD's been such an inspiration to me in my life with what, a lot of you don't even know exactly what he goes through each and every day. And it's just amazing how positive and how he inspires me. And the few of you that don't like the question, or didn't like the question, what are you grateful for? Imagine being asked that every night before you go to bed. And someday, he'll say, what are you grateful for? And I'm like, nothing, like just a couple times, I think. A couple times I've been in a bad mood, or I just don't
More than a couple times.
And I'll say nothing, and we both crack up laughing, and then we both say the things we're grateful, but it really puts a positive spin on your day, on your life. And now I'm truly grateful every day, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you. And happy birthday, Jeannette.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, at the bottom of my email, I have a tag that says, what are the two things you're grateful for? And I want people to think about that and what motivates you or what makes you think about what you're grateful for. And it can be the smallest of things. You could be grateful to get up in the morning, or you can be grateful for lying in bed or whatever, but it doesn't have to be huge. But having a gratitude makes a huge difference in my life, at least. Mm.
And Miss Judy, you have to unmute.
Judy.
Well, I guess I'm grateful that I just sort of wandered off the beaten track a little bit and ended up in your apartment one day. I think it was a year after you initiated Bells, and getting to know you and all the Bells and Heather more over these years. It's been wonderful. It's just a wonderful group, a wonderful family here. And happy birthday to everyone's birthday. Happy birthday. That's it. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that that spring is here, maybe, that I hear birds outside. That's a good thing, instead of jackhammers. It's a better sound. And it's always good to see you, RD and Heather. So beautiful.
Thank you, Judy. Miss Leticia, so good to see you. We miss seeing you the last.
Oh, I've missed you also, and I hope I won't crack up too much, but Jeannette, happy birthday. I salute your braveness, and I'm really happy that you're part of this group. And Dee, I missed your birthday, and but I thought of you, but it's been a little bit tense. And RD, I'm so grateful that you created this safe space, and where we are a community and we can be vulnerable and we can be ourselves and we can be in silence and we can read between our pauses, all of us. And I remember at the very, very beginning, your voice was tired. I remember that sometimes, and I would tell you, RD, maybe you can take a break tomorrow, or would you like to take a break tomorrow? Because I felt that your voice was tired. And I remember I was in agreement with Heather, maybe you should take a few days, or not do it 7 days a week, because it was tiresome for you. And then as the group grew and we continued this, you continued this this discipline, and this very kind discipline, and this very benevolent discipline. You also became stronger, and your voice was more vibrant, and it has remained vibrant for a long time. And I find that it's really extraordinary how it has been a give and take, and it has been really a community of sharing. And I find this is really wonderful, and it reminds us of our humanity with all our flaws. And I feel the same, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? And sometimes, it can be arduous. And the Bells has a whole variety of energies, as many of you have said, and the themes that you bring or that you propose and suggest, they vary also. So it's a very dynamic rhythm, without it being too fast or too slow, or too heavy or too light. It's just a fantastic combination and a fantastic harmony of all sorts of ideas, of feelings, of being, so. And I find that I agree with Jeannette when she says that sometimes we might take, we don't give enough credit to Heather, because it's both of you, really. It's both of you with your different visions that you share with us. We learn, and that is really, really important. So I thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here. Although this week might be again hectic, so I don't think I'll make it all week, but I'll try. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Leticia. And you were here at the very beginning.
I know, I'm so happy for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leticia.
And Johan or Dee, you want to say, or Marcia?
I just agree with everything. I mean, it's everything everybody has said has been just so eloquent, you know, that it's a little daunting, you know, like to go after everybody else. And Jeannette, I just want to say happy birthday, happy birthday. And thank you so much for joining our group. It was like Mary Beth said, you know, it's like your voice was so beautiful and sweet and kind and loving. And it's like, oh, I love this girl. And the truth is, we didn't see your face for the longest time. I think, you know, this voice just fits right in with the rest of us. It's like, you know, you just totally belong. Then when I saw your face, like, oh my God, she's just a gorgeous woman. Like, look at her. I thought it was like you'd been here all along. Like you just slipped in really seamlessly. You know, you were the perfect addition. And I appreciate you being here so much. Really, it's always a joy to see you when you're here. So happy birthday!
Thank you.
Enjoy. Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Aw. The bells have really changed me. Like it really. And this question, like when you said it, was like, how did it change me? And you know, I think the first thing that came to mind was it helped my I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. I didn't mean to. I even think this is gonna be like that emotional for me. You guys help my self-confidence. I've become a much more confident human being by being around all the acceptance by everybody. You know, by hearing everybody else be so vulnerable and I just the safe space that Heather and RD created, you know, for all of us to be okay with whatever is going on, you know, like not to judge myself so harshly. And even when I want to get to the bells and I can't, or I just can't wake up enough to be here, so I roll over. It's like you guys gave me permission to do that, you know, so then I don't beat myself up over every little thing that I think I'm doing wrong. You know, I just take a deep breath and I go, wait a minute, I'm all right. You know, I'm a grown up. I can do what I need to do, you know, and that was just a hugest gift for me, because so much of my energy, a lot, went to trying to do the right thing all the time and trying to be perfect and trying, you know, not to be the scattered wacky one, you know, like, you know, it's like it's just okay, it's perfect to be who I am, you know, it's perfectly okay to be who I am. And I've learned to draw boundaries with other people outside the group, you know, in my other life, because like, you know what, if my bells group can accept me the way I am, everybody else goddamn better will also, you know. And if people don't like it, tough shit, you know, because you guys have just given me so much love and confidence in myself and acceptance for myself that it has entirely changed my life and helped me to be a more confident adult in the world. And it was a really hard hurdle for me to get over, you know. And just, you know, having all you guys as my close friends, you know, it's just amazing. My world was never this big. before, and I kind of liked it that way because I felt very protected. But then again, I also was very stunted. I didn't bounce off really cool people like you. Like I constantly felt like I was bumping up against people who just like reflected a negative, judgment of me or something. So yeah, I just you guys helped me grow up and grow into myself and do things I wouldn't have done before. And now, and it's so funny. I was one of the people too, like, oh, what am I grateful for? Damn it. Like, now what can I think of? And now it's just so easy. What am I grateful for? Oh, that's easy. There's 100 things, and like they're all really simple, but they're all really vital. And so that I am eternally grateful for. And I find myself doing it now for myself, like even like when like my neighbors piss me off or something I'm like, okay, what am I grateful for right now? What's the silver lining in this really irritating situation? And I learned that from you guys, and it's such a powerful tool. It's such a powerful control mechanism, over the lunacy, the madhouse of like the world and life. It brings you right back down to the core of everything. What am I grateful for? What's the silver lining here? What's the message I'm supposed to be getting from the universe here? And I think that's the crux of why we're all here anyway. It's just amazing that the group has changed me as a human being and as a soul, so much, helped me in my situation here with Carmine. So many of you have helped me in my in that situation, how to deal with it and how to feel about it and how to acknowledge myself in it, and all that, how to cope lovingly with all of it. And boy, I just, the fact that I was able to see Tammy in person down here, and then I could see Mary Beth the other night, what a surprise. It was just like the most surprising, fabulously wonderful weekend ever. It was just the best. I mean, just talking to you guys on my birthday and being able to laugh. And I share stuff with you guys that there are very few other people that I can say the things to that I said to you guys, the other day. And it's so liberating and so much fun. And to just know that my craziness can make you guys laugh or, it's just, it's so enriching and enlivening, for me. And the fact that you guys got me to write, it was like a huge mountain to move to get me to sit down and write, and to inspire me and let me know that I'm good at something and I should pursue it. And you guys have just been the family that I never had. I thank you. I thank you guys so much. And I love you all so deeply. I'm just so thankful for all of you and RD and Heather. I mean, you guys are just these golden little beings, And I just remember the first year I met you, RD, and I just knew God led me to you and that you were going to be this amazing guide for me. But then you became like this brother too, and a best friend. And I just can't thank God enough, for you and for Heather and all you guys, and and putting you in my life and in my path. I think I got it all out. But I love you guys. Thank you. And happy birthday, Jeannette.
Thank you.
Aw.
I'll say something short because because my term with the bells is pretty short. I just pop in. I'm one of those people that every day. No, I can't do that. So I've been popping in kind of rarely, but I see, listening to all of you, what I've lost I mean, I've gained my own free time and had other things that I got done, which was good. But by not being there all the time with all of you, I've lost all the things that you all have been talking about. But I still feel it when I come, and I feel it from all of you now. And one of the things I especially want to say is about you. I call RD Ron because I started knowing him as Ron, so I got in that habit. But I knew Ron from a long time ago. He taught a feng shui class at Gulliver's, which was a macrobiotic center in New York that later became, what do they call it now? The Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And I studied there, and he taught this killer feng shui class. It was so good. It was a whole weekend and it was really good. And I was impressed, and I always remembered him. And then I found out that my Tai Chi teacher was a good friend of Ron's, and she had told me that he got sick. And I was so sorry to hear that. And I would ask her about you now and then, and she would tell me, you know, give me an update. And you were in my prayers. And then I got sick and I got leukemia, which is it's a bit similar, but anyway, it's, I haven't been through as much as you have, but I have been through a lot. And so Ron became my role model for how you deal with a life-threatening illness and cancer and all the things that you have to confront about your physical weakness. And for me, my fear of death. And you were my role model for handling that situation with grace and positivity and looking on it as a spiritual path, and that this is a way to grow spiritually. And so I began to look at it in that light also, and to see what I could learn from it, how to conquer my fear of death. And I began to work on that. And whenever I would get discouraged, and I said to my oncologist one time, everybody I know that ever had this is dead now, so how can I expect to survive? But then I would think about Ron and how he was surviving with grace and, you know, chugging along there and doing all these and doing all these things. Like, how does he do all this? And so the image of the lighthouse is so appropriate. Even though I wasn't here, you were this lighthouse off in the distance, in the fog, in the mist, in the crashing waves. And so I was able to find my way in large part because of you. And then when I would come here, all of you as well. And so what am I grateful for today? I'm grateful to be here with all of you and to hear your shares. And thank you for being so open and vulnerable, because that's your true heart and it gets magnified when you share it. So thank you.
Thank you, Marcia.
Marcia, you are part of the bells. A lot of the bells don't come every day. We have one bell that comes maybe once a month. We have people that leave for weeks or months and then come back. People just pop in when they feel like it. And you've done so many astrology sessions for so many bells that we all feel like you're a part of us as well. And just that everyone could share and be so vulnerable in front of you today just shows that you are one of us and you're one of the bells as well.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing. That's inspirational. And yes, and I agree with, I don't know how RD does it and how he could be not able to move and he still finds something to be grateful for, or he finds inspiration, or he finds positivity. I don't know where it comes from, but it is inspirational. It does keep us positive and keeps us going.
And Jochen, you're my only other guy on the call today.
Both wearing purple.
We're both wearing purple.
Well, first of all, happy birthday, Jeannette. It's so good to have you here, and I'm happy to know you. it's so hard for me to talk after all these native speakers here. And everything is said, and well, it was such a fortunate coincidence that I met this group, and the roots of it go back for decades. There was a woman that I met in Germany who was from New York, and later I got to know that Annbeth is a friend of her, and this woman has died long ago, but she gave me Annbeth, and Annbeth gave me the bells. So I'm very grateful for Annbeth to bring me here. First of all, I was looking for a daily meditation, and because I had some issues with the health, and I thought it would be good for me, and it is good for me. And then I met wonderful people, and I got to know them better and better time by time, and I started to feel the support and the love of the group, and then I recognized that it's wonderful to have a group of extraordinary people, and I can talk to them like to no other group I have, not to my friends, not to the family. I can only repeat what I think Sue said, it's a woo-woo group. And the other thing is that Tammy said, my circles are also getting smaller. So I'm so grateful to have this here. The meditation is very important to me in times of pandemic. And later on, I recognized that it's the calmest moment in my day. So I profit so much from it. And that's what I wanted to say also. It's not the meeting. It's I'm thinking of the bells group over the day, or when I go on my travels, I see something and I would think of the bells and think, well, they would love it. I also love lighthouses, and when I go out and I don't feel well, then I see a light somewhere and I think of the bells, and that's, you know, I never thought this would happen to me. I'm very grateful for this, and also for the question, what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for you, RD, and Heather, of course, and all of you to enrich my life and to bring me something surprisingly full of love, and I'm very grateful. I cannot say, I have no words for this. I think it's time for a happy birthday song.
Yes.
For Jeannette and for the bells group. So I sing, we have our traditions, and I sing, happy birthday, we love you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow off the candle, one light stays aglow. It's the love light in your eyes wherever you go.
Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday, the bells. Happy birthday, Jeannette.
Thank you.
Encore, encore.
Happy birthday.
You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you, Yoka.
We want more.
Encore. Anyway, on that note,
Purple penis power. Purple penis power. I don't know why that came to mind, but it did. Sorry.
Barbara,
There he is.
that may change things, Barbara, because it can't be the purple penis saved my life.
Purple penis.
Tammy Tammy, I love your mind. And everything else too, but I love your mind.
I didn't realize that's what Tammy
No, Barbara, no, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
No, I was spinning off the comment that was meant to be funny earlier. Like the DJ saved my life. We were gonna say RD saved my life. And then when they said the purple, it just sounded like that would fit into that. I think
Oh, I love it.
it's sorry.
We were watching a movie the other night, and it was the Flying Purple People Eaters. You know that song? And I was just thinking the Flying Purple Penis Eaters.
That's another bells. I have to go. I'm bringing my
Okay.
mother-in-law to the
Love you,
the
Letitia.
ophthalmologist. So take care. Thank you.
Okay, have a
Bye,
good day.
Georgia.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye,
Letitia.
everyone. Happy birthday, the bells.
Oh, thank you. Well, if you can hold on, we'll do a nice little meditation. And actually, I mean, I feel that we're going to celebrate all week. So tomorrow I'll do an I Ching for the bells, and I'll record it if you can't be here. And also I'll record Melissa when she gives a little astrology of the bells on Wednesday. So, you know, this is a nice celebratory week. So anyway, but I'm so happy. Happy birthday, Jeannette.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I thank all of you. You know, in a way, it's all of you is the celebration of life. This is the bells of hope. And I'm so, so grateful for all of you. And
And without all of you, there would be no bells.
that's right. Exactly.
You're the reason.
And Marcia, you were here on April 6th. I have you listed at April 6th, 2020. You came on just to kind of check in to see, and actually you came in for several days for that very beginning. So anyway, I'm so grateful for all of you. So let's do a nice little meditation, and if you can hang on, and if you need to go, then just quietly go. So I'm just going to mute everybody. I'll just mute everybody. And just relax. Gently, gently breathing in and breathing out. Clear our mind. And let's begin with the ringing of the bells of hope. Open our hearts. Open our arms like the butterfly or the eagle, just spreading our wings. Just imagine ourselves just floating, floating on the breezes, flying over the mountains, the blue skies, the clouds are gently rolling by. Welcome, welcome the spring chi energy. Feel the warmth of the sun. The moon is rising. The stars are shining upon us. Relax. Relax our entire being. Imagine that we are a forest of bamboo, green stalks of bamboo, strong yet flexible. And the bamboo is along the central channel of our bodies, and the roots of the bamboo gently coursing through our legs, through the base of our feet, going down deep, deep, deep down, holding hands with Mother Earth. This beautiful connection of heaven, humanity, and earth. And let's just take this time and just be. Maybe you listen to the whispers of Mother Nature, or listen to the silence, or simply listen to our hearts. And gently continue breathing. Inhale love and exhale love. And just imagine our beautiful circle. Our hearts joined as one love. Just be. So let's all gently come gather together on the beach. And let's go up to the White House in the distance, up to the lantern. And imagine going on the balcony, front the lantern, and our hands are outstretched, just beaming love, beaming our wisdom, our light, our strength and courage. Now gently take our palms and place it over our hearts. And just welcome all of this positive, healthy chi energy into our souls and our spirits. And we'll close with the ringing of the bell. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. The 6 true words just filled with compassion and kindness and love and gratitude. And gently take our palms and kind of rub them together, slowly awaken the chi cells. And then can caress your face, or gentle little taps along your face like the little raindrops. And then caress your head, comb your hair, can rub your ears. Feels so good. And then gentle little taps along your arms and the meridians. Gently tap along your shoulders and our hearts and our dantian and our legs, little tap dance in the earth. And a little shake, and a nice stretch. Yes! And I have to sing, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeanette. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for the bells. I'm so grateful for, I can't believe it, it's 3 years and
Yeah.
we will continue. So, anyway, I love you all very, very much. And yes, you have a beautiful family here.
Can we sing happy birthday to the bells?
Oh,
Happy birthday, dear bells. Happy birthday, dear bells. Happy birthday, dear bells. Happy birthday to us.
Yay!
And many more.
And many more. Yeah.
Mhm.
absolutely.
Mm.
Well, thank you for being here. And
Beautiful.
we shall continue, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we could have done more. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful day, Jeanette. Enjoy your
yes.
day.
Mhm. Maybe a magical birthday for you, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very magical.
Transformative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. God bless. Love you all. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, honey.
Everyone. I
Everybody.
hope the sun goddess comes out for everyone and shines her light upon you. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Jeanette, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I muted you, Jeanette.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't know how to unmute.
We can read your lips.
That's funny.
It should be in the top left, top right corner. If you put your cursor, or you're on your phone.
No. If she's on her phone, it's you press,
Lower left. Right?
actually you press on one of the bells people. There you
Oh,
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anything.
Me either.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone. This was a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And it started out great in the morning, and now it's even better. So thank you.
You're very welcome,
and
Jeanette.
may it get better and better.
Absolutely.
That is. Okay. All
Change
right.
of things to come this year.
Yes, exactly. And I can take with me all the feelings from all of the bells and know that I will be healed and I will feel good and maybe even be able to drive my car.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Exactly.
exactly.
So much freedom in being able to drive your car.
I know. I
Oh,
got my car 3 years ago, drove it for 1 month, and then the pandemic happened. And with a pandemic, I had 4 falls, and so I couldn't drive. So I'm looking forward to it. And with the bells, they bring me up, make me feel great, and I just have gratitude up the yin yang.
yay. It's the best place to have it.
And you can just be like RD and be enjoyed, chauffeured around.
I know that's what I've been doing, but my poor husband, I think would really enjoy if he didn't have to take me to all my appointments and PT and OT and
Right.
things like that. So
We know.
Yeah.
know exactly.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday. You guys
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Jeanette.
Happy
Thank you very
birthday,
much.
Jeanette. Dee, I want to just